The modern world that we live in is literally made up of technological discoveries and inventions done by scientists and inventors. In the past, the event that took hours to happen is done in minutes in the present times. We do not have to wait for hours and days to achieve something. Rather, minutes are more often than not enough for the deed. This is basically due to the fact that manpower has been completely replaced by machines. The dependency has decreased, and efficiency has increased to a greater level. Here is a list of the top 10 inventions that has changed the way we live in the modern world.
Genetic engineering.
This is an organically grown papaya, a tropical fruit. This particular one is infected with the very common ring spot virus. Now, people eat papayas like this all the time. This is a papaya that's been genetically modified so that it has a tiny piece of the DNA from that very same ring spot virus embedded in its DNA. It's immune or resistant to ring spot infection. So which one do you want to eat? The natural one with lots of ring spot virus DNA, or the modified one with just a little bit of that very same DNA?
When scientists discovered genetic engineering, they considered it their greatest achievement. It is not write an invention, but help humans to unlock not only the information found in the genes of the animals, but also to understand better the relation between new beings and their parents. It is also a big step that will help us to know our origins better, and to discover the way we are heading to. Hypersonic transportation. The transportation is one of the most important issues of our century. The way we travel changed so much in the last decades due to the development in the hypersonic transportation area. Airplanes and trains are traveling nowadays with a speed almost equal to the speed of sound, and the technology is still developing. So in the future, you should expect even more surprises and innovative ways to travel. Free energy. It is true that the 21st century is the century of information. But the energy is still the thing that makes everything move. If in the past, the humanity was relying only on fossil fuels, in our century, scientists discovered a lot of innovative ways to extract energy from various sources. We are not dependent on fossil fuels and gas anymore. We can create energy from wind, geothermal heat, water, and even sun. These techniques are still under development, but in the future, they will become extremely efficient energy forms. Artificial intelligence. People have been dreaming about smart robots for ages, but the artificial intelligence was only developed in the 21st century. If until now, robots, toys, or computers were quite limited, the scientists are happy to be able to imbibe some intelligence in every device. Soon, all these devices will be able to understand us and our wishes, and to react according to our expectations.
On our top 6,
nanotechnology.
For many people, especially for experts, this is the most fascinating invention in the technology field. Probably you've also heard about nanotechnology before. It is all about extremely small particles that can be seen only with a microscope. They are useful to the human body. The plan is to inject them into the system, where they can repair the cells and the organs. The reality is still far away from it, but it is for sure on the right way. On our top 5, the smartphone. It is cell phone and handheld computer that created the greatest tech revolution since the internet. A smartphone can do everything a personal computer can do, and because of its mobility, much more. A smartphone combines a cell phone with web, music and movie player, camera and camcorder, GPS navigation, voice dictation for messaging, and a voice search for asking questions about anything. A lot more personal than a personal computer, a smartphone is generally within reach no matter where you are. And on our top 4, the Internet. The global Internet comprises a billion web, email and related servers in more than 100 countries. Originally developed for the US military, it became widely used for academic and commercial research with access to unpublished data and journals on many subjects. Today, not only is the net the largest source of information on every subject known to humankind, It is a global mail order catalog and video transport.
And the third is automation. This is a type of robotics that is especially used for assembling purposes. With the development in robotics, automation is also expected to be developed. This, in turn, will simply work in the favor of the development of industries. Coming in at second place, artificial hearts. An artificial heart created by French biomedical firm Carmat that is designed to last up to 5 years was implanted for the first time in December 18 in a 75-year-old patient who, according to doctors, is progressing well. The Carmat artificial heart's shape and size are similar to those of a natural heart. It has 2 ventricles and 4 valves that can reproduce the pulsatil flow of blood circulation and accelerate or reduce cardiac rhythm in accordance with the level of effort being exerted by the patient. It is made from chemically treated animal tissue to lessen the risk of blood clots and rejection by the immune system. And the champion! Self-driving cars! Google is yet to launch its driverless car, but it began testing the vehicles in California earlier this year and has indicated that it wants to roll them out broadly by 2017. The cars have a top speed of 25 miles per hour and are designed to be perpetually in motion, powered by Google's detailed knowledge of traffic flow. If the concept takes off, it is thought that driverless cars could transform the way we move around cities in the future.